Today we are in P6 Science. The topic is alcohol, smoking, and drugs. So this topic is 3 in 1. As you can see, we have alcohol, we have smoking, and we also have drugs. And we shall start with alcohol. So let us begin with alcohol. So alcohol, when we talk of alcohol, let's have the definition and then the explanation. So alcohol is a drink, is a drink, which is a drink which makes people drunk, when they take much of it. So that is what we call alcohol. A drink which makes people drunk when they take much of it. So this alcohol, as you can see, that it is a drink, so meaning that it is a liquid substance. So it makes someone when they take much of it once taken. So meaning that it cannot make you drunk when you have not taken it. So to make you drunk, you must take it. You must have taken it. So what do we mean when we talk of being drunk? So to be drunk is simply to be affected mentally, physically, socially. Yeah, that is what we call being drunk. So when a person takes this alcohol, you will see that this person has lost balance. A person who has been quiet has become talkative for a short period of time. A person who has been respectful no longer respects the law. Person becomes aggressive. That's why most of the people fight when they are drunk. So it means that their mental state, their social state, their physical state has changed. So what changes them after taking alcohol is being drunk. So when we talk of being drunk, that's what it means. That is what we mean. So alcohol is a drink which makes people drunk when they take much of it. That is alcohol. So this alcohol brings us to another term which is called alcoholism. So let us see what alcoholism is. So as you can see, alcoholism, it is formed from the word alcohol. They are related. So now we are going to see the relationship. So what is alcoholism? Let's have the definition first. So alcoholism is a condition, in which a person is addicted to alcohol. That is what we call alcoholism, a condition in which a person is addicted to alcohol. So that is what we call alcoholism. So let's see what it means by being addicted. So simply, addiction means a very strong desire for something. So when we say that a person is addicted to alcohol, it means that this person has a very strong desire for alcohol, and therefore such a person cannot feel comfortable when they have not taken alcohol. You find that a person cannot even concentrate on work when he or she has not taken alcohol. So a condition in which a person is in such a state is what we call alcoholism. So that is what we call alcoholism. We have said that it is a condition in which a person is addicted to alcohol. And we have defined the addiction. We have defined addiction as a very strong desire for something, or having a very strong desire for something. That is what we call addiction. And we have ended up saying that being addicted to alcohol means having a very strong desire for alcohol. So we have finished that. That is what we call alcoholism. And this brings us to another term which is called alcoholic. So let us see what alcoholic is. So simply, an alcoholic is a person. So this person, let's have the definition first. Let's have the definition first. So an alcoholic is a person. An alcoholic is a person who is a person who cannot do anything, who cannot do anything, who cannot do anything, who cannot do anything without alcohol. A person who cannot do a person who cannot do anything without alcohol, that is what we call alcoholic. So an alcoholic is a person. So as we have said that alcoholism is a condition in which a person is addicted to alcohol. So simply this person who is addicted to alcohol is the one that we call an alcoholic. So the one in whom this condition of alcoholism is called an alcoholic. And I hope out there you have ever seen such people who cannot feel comfortable, who cannot concentrate on work, who cannot feel good when they have not taken alcohol. These people whom we normally see all the time when they are drunk, such people are called alcoholics. So in case you meet this person when he or she has not taken alcohol, you become surprised. You find that a person who has been quarrelsome, who has been aggressive, disturbing people, singing, moving up and down all the time, you find that the person is very, 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 very quiet, does not have much to say. Person is even shy. So such people are the ones whom we call alcoholics. So an alcoholic is a person who cannot do anything without alcohol. Or you can say, or you can say an alcoholic is a person who is addicted to alcohol. A person who is addicted to alcohol. So this is the person who has a very strong desire for alcohol. So that's all with alcohol. Talked about alcoholism, brother alcohol, alcoholism, and then an alcoholic. So let us go to factors that lead to alcoholism. So these are things which force people or which prompt people to start taking alcohol. So those are what you call the factors that lead to alcoholism. So factor number one, we have what we call idleness. Idleness. So idleness. So when we talk of idleness, simply it is when it is the state idleness, the state or the situation of having nothing to do. So that is what we call idleness, the situation of having nothing to do. So some people take alcohol because they have nothing to do. They are just there, they have no work, so they end up resorting to taking alcohol as the way of spending leisure. So number two, we have a factor which is called frustration. Number two, we have frustration. 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 So simply frustration is the state of disappointment. It is when you find that someone is disappointed. A person may be having, let's say, uh, a vehicle, and they suddenly tell him or her that your vehicle has been involved in an accident and therefore it is no more. So in that condition, a person becomes frustrated, becomes disappointed, develops stress. So that is what you call frustration. So this is the state of disappointment. Frustration, the state of disappointment. Disappointment. Yes, that is what you call frustration. So a person may resort to taking alcohol as the way of overcoming stress. Then we also have what you call peer peer group influence. Peer group influence. So peers, these are people of the same age. Those are what we call peers. So some people uh, take alcohol because of their friends, after seeing that their friends, their age mates, peers are people of the same age, as I told you. So uh, some people resort to taking alcohol or start taking alcohol because they have seen people of their age taking it, and this is common in young children. Yes, in adolescents, and that these people from the age of 9 up to 18 there, such people are normally influenced by their friends. So some people, some people, some some people, some people take alcohol because their friends, their age mates, their friends or age mates take it. Some people take alcohol simply because their friends or age mates take alcohol, and that is what we call peer group influence. Then next, we have what we call family background. Family background. Family background. So family background, this is where a person is brought up from, or where the person grows from. So you find that some people come from families where they make alcohol, where they distill, they ferment alcohol, or where they sell alcohol. I find that they have a bar at home. So such people, it is very hard for such people. Uh, it is very hard for such people not to take alcohol. So people who grow from such areas, such families, they end up taking alcohol. So children can have explanation as children who come who come who come from families where they brew or sell alcohol may end up becoming alcoholics. So that one is also a factor. So a child who has grown, who comes from a family where he or she sees that they sell alcohol, this child may end up starting taking alcohol, and eventually the child may end up becoming an alcoholic. Then next, we also have what we call social environment. Social environment. Social environment. So social environment, this is the area where the person comes from, the environment, the area, the neighborhood. So you may not be selling alcohol at your home, you may not be brewing alcohol, but around your home, you find that there are bars, there are clubs, you see people who are drunk, you see people in bars enjoying, yes, dancing. So you may also develop a desire to be like them, and you end up starting taking alcohol, although you don't have anything to do with alcohol at your home. So that is what we call social environment. So children living in places, we shall have an explanation as children who live in places where there are bars, where there are bars, get so much exposed to alcohol, get so much exposed to alcohol, and may end up becoming alcoholics. So those are some of the factors that can lead to alcoholism. So one said that one is idleness, next is frustration, peer group influence, family background, and also social environment. So these are some of the factors that can lead to alcoholism. So um, our today's lesson will end here, and then in the next episode or next time we shall look at types of alcohol. So dear viewer, subscribe, share as we go on with this issue of learning. Thank you so much.